All right, so I've been seeing this debate for quite a while, and that's about the whole WNBA situation. Now, the situation in specific, or what I'm going to be talking about today, is the whole equal pay thing. And of course, before I get my point across, there's going to be a bunch of feminists or WNBA fans that are going to call me a sexist as a scapegoat to deplatform my point to prove in this entire video. Here's what I'm going to say this. The better you perform in the court, the higher your salary is. You want to become the next Michael Jordan? You can do that. You want to dunk on people like Shaq when he did back in the day, even though you don't have the height advantage? You can do that. You just got to make the effort. You want to become the most feared and respected basketball player in the WNBA roster? You can do that. You just gotta make the effort. And the thing that you have to understand is that women bodies physically, okay, cannot handle a men's routine to enter the NBA roster. I mean, especially doing it at least 3 days a week minimum. 5 days a week, you'll be tapping out. Let's take women's boxing, for example. The reason why the timer is a lot lower is because women don't have a lot of endurance and physical performance when it comes to performing that against their opponent when they're in the ring. That's why the timer is a lot shorter when it comes to women's sports. For men's sports, it's a lot longer because the male body has a lot of physical performance and endurance when it comes to performing the specific sport, whether it's combat related or sports related, like handling the ball, for example, like football or basketball or baseball or any type of sport that has men's sports in it that I can guarantee not a lot of women can perform physically and the amount of stamina you need to perform while you're in the spotlight. And I hate making this video because there's a bunch of comments saying, oh, the NBA is sexist, they don't want to let us win. No. You are the very person that doesn't want to let yourself win. The reason why there's a salary difference is because of how you perform in the court. You want to become just like Caitlin Clark? You can. You just got to make the effort. You just got to do the work. I feel like a lot of you just complain to complain or just use the word sexism as a scapegoat just to get your point across, or just flat out lazy and expecting all the earnings to come on the table without putting any work or effort on it. Like to the point where even the WNBA themselves is threatening a season lockout because of the amount of demands of an increase in salary. And let me tell you something, if a YouTuber like myself is telling you to lock in, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. I know I shouldn't be the one saying this. I thought this was just common knowledge, but I guess since we're in the new era, or I should say in the 21st century, apparently not a lot of people can take into consideration. I mean, if I gotta repeat myself like a broken record player just so I could get my point across, then something is wrong. Okay, like instead of putting a lot of facts and like valid criticism to make your point, you're just using sexism as a scapegoat just to have a large quantity of people to follow up and support your opinion without even understanding basic economics. That's all I'm seeing, really. Either I'm in the wrong or I'm just seeing a bunch of fools. But that's all I have to say. That's gonna be it for today's video. Just a short little video that I wanted to make for today, and I just want to get my point across because this whole like debate is just giving me a headache. I mean, usually I don't really care about sports. I mean, yeah, I used to play basketball back in the day. Even if I don't care about sports and know like the basic economics about the difference between a male and a female salary, like it all depends on how much effort and work you put into the job or when it's given to you, when you have the opportunity to do your best regardless of what obstacle you're facing. Okay, but that's all I have to say. This is Wolf Gray, and I'll see you all later. See ya.